Weaponizing haters, the undeserved enemy. If you have been successful in anything at all, you most likely have had experiences with what is known as the hater. A hater is a person who despises you for no sensible reason. In truth, the hater most likely doesn't even have a stupid reason that they can offer for their hate towards you. They only know that their feeling towards you is real, and they will acknowledge, accept, and act on it. The hater does not want to make sense of or heal from their hate towards you. He or she would rather obsess with hopes of you failing or being harmed because your constant success and happiness is a repeating insult to him. The hater way. Your hater will take steps to bring you down whenever an opportunity arises. He may even consume himself with the self-appointed task to sabotage your reputation. He will badmouth you behind your back to anyone who will listen. A hater will even tell lies to turn others against you. He will convince himself that his inaccurate thoughts and actions are correct because he is too smart to be fooled by you, unlike the others that you fool. He will find a way to make you the bad guy, no matter how wrong he is or how right you are. He will never admit to being wrong about hating you. Once one becomes your hater, he or she usually stays it. No sensible reason could take them from this mindset because initially the mindset doesn't make any sense. Snakes bite. The true driving force behind a hater is usually jealousy, the strongest and most dangerous emotion of mankind. A hater doesn't have to know or even meet the person who he selects to hate on. This is because the true reason behind a hater's desire to hate stems from their personal own insecurities. It isn't the behavior of the target that disturbs the hater, it's the winning results that are achieved from their behavior that the hater focuses on because it is a reminder of his inadequacies. The hater's best hand. A hater's favorite tactic is to sully one's name. He will spread bad information, including lies about you, to strangers, family, co-workers, and possibly even mutual friends. Your hater may have no limits as to the depth of lies he may tell to get the result that he wants. This can be very harmful to one's reputation. At least, that is what most would think. Well, the mindset of the warrior's edge doesn't view it as harmful. The warrior's edge mindset, in fact, views it as an advantage. Let me teach you. Knowing behavior. When your hater speaks badly to others about you, one of three things will happen with the listener. Number one, the listener will believe the hater and allow him to corrupt their thoughts about you. Number two, the listener will ignore the hater's claim. Number three, the listener will defend you. Now here's where I find the advantage in this. Hater working for free. If a person that has never met me takes the negative word of another person to heart about me and chooses to avoid me over it, this proves that the character of the listener is weak and naive. This aids me because a person of this character is the type of person that I do not want to associate with. Therefore, the job is done before I have to engage in a relationship with the listener. I never have to deal with or even meet them because they will avoid me. And if a person who does know me allows a hater to speak negatively about me to them and or chooses to accept it as truth without confronting me, then this is the exact type of person that I no longer want to be affiliated with. Eventually, they will fade away from me. Free cleaning from haters. The people that our hater can convince to dislike us are the ones who we can't trust to associate with. There is no loss in losing them. In fact, it is a gain of keeping out and getting rid of potential future problem people. And this is why I actually appreciate the efforts of my haters when they take on this task, because they are weeding out unreliable people for me. Putting hate to work for me. I have taken the liberty to silently convert my haters into unlisted, unpaid employees without benefits who unknowingly filter out bad people for me at a success rate that even someone who loves me couldn't match. They don't hurt my reputation. They save me time and unnecessary future heartache from dealing with disloyal, naive people of no integrity, their listeners and followers. When you can learn to view the efforts of your haters with this perspective, you won't ever have to hate them because you will love them for all that they do for you. Nor will your haters enslave the power to cause you distress about your reputation under their boot. You will be liberated totally from your haters' will and immune to the frail results that birth from their efforts. Your hater will only waste his time while naively sifting untrusting people out of your life for you. And instead of having the effect as a weapon against you, your hater becomes a weapon for you. You will have weaponized him or her. Cowards are most dangerous. Now, just because I'm showing you how to manipulate your hater doesn't mean I'm saying that they aren't potentially dangerous. Haters are cowards, and they may get up the huevos to try sneak attacks on you. Always know who your haters are and monitor them. And if they ever become a security threat, deal them. That's a very important chapter because a lot of people have haters and they allow their haters to basically guide their life. It's kind of like their compass. And I will say this, first of all, number one, sometimes we don't have haters. Sometimes, I'm sorry, excuse my language, you see, I don't cuss a lot, but sometimes we're a piece of crap. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we're assholes, sometimes we're jerks. Sometimes it's not people hating on us because we're this great, awesome person. Sometimes we're a piece of crap and we deserve to be disliked. So we can't always just think just because somebody doesn't like us that makes them, puts them in this automatic hater position. We have to have enough self-discovery to look at why they may dislike us or what we may have done to them to put them in a position to behave like a hater. So just because a hater exists doesn't mean everyone who dislikes us because of our horrible behavior are haters. And I do like to point out, this chapter was created off of, as you know, I'm a business owner, a martial arts school, and I probably only kicked out 2 or 3 people out of my martial arts school my whole life. And that's been 30 years. And when I kick somebody out, it's because they've shown very, very bad behavior, usually something that I see that's rooted deep inside of them where they're going to take what I'm going to teach them and cause harm, where they're going to beat their wife, beat their kids later, bully people. I see usually bully behavior in their spirit, something that they're trying to even act out towards me. And so I even had a time where I had to kick someone out. Of course, they tried to weaponize the internet to go and put bad reviews up about me. And, it went from computer to computer at their buddy's house, a library, all these things, trying to sully my name. And, so they put these reviews up, and all these reviews, 5, 6, 7 of them or something, these bad reviews. And people asked me, well, hey, sir, why don't you get those taken down? Because they knew the person that did it, and the person was a horrible person. Everybody wanted me to get rid of the person. Well, of course, as a business owner, it's never fair when it comes to reviews because you've got these customers who can go out and just, if they did something wrong, of course, they're going to flip it and make it look like you did something wrong. And the etiquette and of a business owner, you don't go on and fire on your customers. So I never go on and rat them out and say, okay, well, yeah, you need to tell about what you did. You did this and did this and did that, because that's just unethical in business. So a lot of times we're just standing like this with a bullseye getting shots fired at us. Well, people say, well, sir, what do you think about taking that down? And everything he was saying were just total lies. It was horrible. You could tell by reading it. And I said, well, you know what? I think I want to leave it up. Because I noticed with my students who were seeing it, it actually brought them closer to me because they saw that I was under attack of this coward, and some of them even offered to go, shut him down from this. And I said, no, that's not how we do things. He's just he's shut down by being away from me. So anyway, but when I saw that, I noticed that the people who had sense, this made them come closer to me, and then anybody who doesn't have sense that would listen to that crap, what he was putting, you'd have to be a moron. I said, anybody who would read these reviews, in a row like that, and see this stuff that doesn't match up to any of the other reviews about me over the past 30 years, and who would research me and see a person of my reputation, my background, my accomplishments, my behavior, the way that I am, or come up that would go with what these reviews said, I don't want to even meet them. So actually, I'm happy to put it there because that's going to have to weed out, and it actually did do that. So we always can take things that are bad, intended bad for us, and we can make them good. And there's a really good video called How to Shut Up Bad Mouthers that is linked to this. And remember, if you bought the book or you own the book, you own the Warrior's Edge book, or that copy there, and you want the PDF version, so you go in and click and go to these videos as soon as at the end of these chapters. Pretty much every one of these chapters usually has a video connected to it. That's not this video, but another video outside of the video that you're watching right now. Just shoot me an email and a receipt of your book purchase, and I will send you the PDF copy so you can get access to these videos. But just remember that your haters, they just don't allow them to bring you down, allow them to work for you. Keep doing what you're doing that's positive. Like I said, make sure you're not a jerk, and that's the reason you're being hated on. Clear yourself, make sure you're cleaning what you're doing, and then just keep pushing forward, and that hater will help you. I mean, they're actually your security, They're actually my vanguard security who keep, weak-minded people away from me. So I'm like, work with no benefits and no pay. All right.